Hello, everybody. It looks like we are live. And it looks like we have people here. Hooray! Hooray! How is everybody doing? What's on your hook? What's in your cup? Did you have lunch yet? All that stuff. Um, so glad to see everybody. Welcome to another Topic Tuesday. Today we're going to talk about reclaiming your crojo. We did this once before, and it was a good discussion that we had. It was fun. We had a lot of interesting ideas. So, and just as oh look, there's 6 people in here now. So, welcome in everybody who just arrived. We can you hear the thunder outside? I have to go out and run errands later. I hope it's not going to be raining cats and dogs. So anyway, hello everybody. Make yourself known. What's on your hook? What's in your cup? Have you had lunch yet? All that sort of stuff. We're just gathering and making small talk. Hey, Frenchie. Um, Julie, I think you're here. Granny Square, I think you're here. Um, so I don't know. And here we are. Hope you're all hitting the thumbs and everything. Um, so, um, ooh, well, actually, that was a mistake. Nightbot told you about the discount code, but I have extended it. The discount code expires on Sunday night. Hey, GGP. So the discount code labor still works, all caps, still works until Sunday night. Oh, there you go. I'm totally reworking the sleeves. I'm almost to the end of the first one because I found counting errors, found places where I had gone into the chain where the turning chain was not supposed to be a stitch in this case. So I wound up with more stitches than I wanted and that sort of thing. So I'm about done with the first one that I'm reworking, and I'll compare it to the one that I haven't frogged yet, and maybe they'll be close enough for Giles. Yes, I wrenched some people this morning because yesterday it looked like we didn't have um, any moderators at times, actually most of the time. So just in case anybody wants a link dropped or anybody gets unruly, because you know how unruly those crochet people can get. Ah, well, Julie, you've been wrenched too, so um, wenches with wrenches. That could be a band. So anyway, I'll just run through a few announcements. I usually talk about my schedule, which has not changed really, and everybody knows it. Tuesday is Topic Tuesday. Wednesday, free for all at 6. Thursday, I usually don't post anything. Fridays, some Fridays I'm going to go live at 4, and some Fridays I will have recorded content. I just don't have anything set up to upload yet, but I want to keep doing Fridays. Saturdays, I was doing shout out Saturdays, but we're on break for that. Sundays I have my Sunday readings, and Mondays I have my Monday Men. And then we're back at Tuesdays. Let's see what else. Told you about the Ravelry Ravelry discount code. Um, um, So hold on a second. I'll just put the shortcut up for the Ravelry link as well. Except I have to have the cursor in the box, don't I? And then you'll see the Ravelry link in a second. And then, so the discount code goes until Sunday night at midnight. So I'll change the Nightbot message. And then I also have merch on Etsy. I'm going to change my merch arrangements, but I'm not going to stop you from going to my Etsy shop in the meantime. What else do we have? I have a Patreon program, and I have memberships through through YouTube. If you want to support me in any way, hey Kenny, glad to see you. Excellent. Hey Roy and Becky. So I was just saying I have Patreon and I have YouTube memberships. Starting with the second level of both. One of the benefits is having your link dropped by Nightbot, and then there are other benefits as well, including early. Hey, Catherine Cook, including early access to some recorded videos and special discount codes for members only. I also have Super Chats, and I have Cash App, and I have PayPal, and I will just mention that I wound up with all of my giveaways yesterday. I wound up with 3 Canadian winners. And that's going to be a bunch of postage right there. So buy my patterns, please. And let's see, what else do we have going on? That's probably it. As always, I welcome your ideas for future topics. I've been doing this long enough that I can repeat some topics and it won't seem weird. The last time we did today's topic, which is regaining your crojo, or reclaiming your crojo. The last time we did this was in early March, so we can talk about that, without any problem. The dad jokes have been pretty popular, so I'm going to do those maybe once every 8 weeks, something like that. But any other ideas you guys have, I will be repeating some other topics from the past. I think next week I'm planning to do favorite tools, that sort of thing. So let's get into the topic since we're here. Oh, you're talking about using a smaller hook, Frenchie, since you had been using that Hugh Mongo hook before. I can understand that. Feels like you've got nothing in your hands. Did you that right? I did not. Okay. Oh, hey, Doneen. Good to see you. So anyway, today we're talking about reclaiming your crojo. What to do when you just don't feel like doing it. In the first place, why should you feel like doing it? Do you have any commitments? Is there anything that you promised? Are you on some sort of a schedule or a deadline that you need to meet, and then you're having trouble picking up a hook? Or is there, do you just need to take a break if you don't have any kind of a commitment like that? And there's nothing wrong with taking a break. Sometimes I've done it myself. But I'm just going to throw out some ideas um, that help me. Um, One of them, um, if I'm looking at other people's work, I think, ooh, I could do something like that, or ooh, I could do that pattern, or that sort of thing. Ooh, I could, um, the cardigan that I'm working on, it's basically an adaptation of a pullover that I saw with a few of my own changes. Um, um, so I will give credit to the inspiration. Hello, Charla Hart. Um, so yeah, I look at other people's things, the things that other people are posting, and I think, oh, that looks like fun. Well, you're welcome to the room, Char. I'm glad it's your first time. Make sure you hit the thumbs up and consider subscribing. Um, oh, that's another thing I wanted to mention in my announcements. I'm very close to 1800. I want to reach 2000 by early December when I'm going to have a birthday party because my birthday falls on a Wednesday and I have a scheduled live stream every Wednesday anyway. So it's going to be a birthday party. That's probably the next time I'm going to do giveaways because the postage for the giveaway that I did on yesterday's live stream is going to be murder, especially since I have a road trip coming up. Hey, Granny D. Um, talking about Crojo, I'm just throwing out some ideas that I often find helpful. Sometimes, if I'm just bored with a project, I just I'll put it aside and do something else, and then come back to it. Hey, Maureen. I was able to last 7.5 hours yesterday, and then I was just getting really tired and. My postnasal drip was really getting to me, and when I get tired, I get a little cranky. So I figured it was time to go, and then I took a nap, and then I was up in the middle of the night working on these sleeves, trying to figure out where the problem was. And this morning, I figured out where the problem was. It was in counting, of course. That's why I always stress counting, and you know, almost all the time when I have a problem, it's counting. So anyway, also, since I was going through my weekly schedule, I have more marathons planned. I like to do them on holidays. So since Halloween falls on a Sunday, I'm going to do a Halloween marathon. I'm going to do a Black Friday marathon. Um, I'm probably not going to do one in December, but then I'll do a New Year's Day marathon. Um, and I will see how long I can last each of those days. Um, and we'll have some fun. We'll have some fun. So, but right now, talking about Crojo ideas. It's seeing other people's designs and thinking, "Ooh, I like that. I could do something like that." Or sometimes, "Ooh, I could do that better." Or maybe if I were doing that, I would do this or that or the other thing differently. And then sometimes I will look. I will see a stitch, whether it's a stitch tutorial on YouTube or a stitch in a stitch dictionary, and I have this wonderful stitch dictionary that Fiberfloozy gave me, um, and I get a lot of ideas from that. Um, I actually the two shawls that I set aside in order to work on this cardigan um, are both new stitches to me. Oh, hey, Divergent. We're talking about regaining our Crojo today. So yeah, it's just seeing something new that sparks something in my imagination. Um, I'll see a new stitch or stitch pattern, and start thinking of things that I can do with it. Um, or lots of times between larger projects, I'll just pick up a small project like a hat or a scarf, and that will be I call that a palette cleanser. I mean, that's how I got started doing blue hats. Is just palette cleansers, and then I got started designing hats. So, by the way, I'm going to fix the message about that discount code. I've extended the discount code at my Ravelry shop. Um, that goes until um, Sunday night. So I hope that you guys will um, take part. Hey, Roseanne. Oh, Divergent says Pinterest helps her get ideas. I don't really get Pinterest. I don't really understand Pinterest, but I've seen some interesting photos there. But lots of times YouTube or Instagram, I'll see interesting things, and it'll either be something I want to do my own version of, or a stitch that will sort of pique my imagination. So, any more suggestions? Hi, Diane, for how you guys regain your Crojo. Um, so I started out with the question of why do you need to read? Hey, go forth and knit. Glad to see you. Why do you think you need to regain your Crojo? Why do you think it has left you? Do you just need to take a break, or is there some deadline that you're trying to meet? Um, so some kind of other commitment. So if you think about why your Crojo has gone missing, it might help you in finding a solution. But then again, um, wow. So a Pinterest board is where you save other people's photos to your collection. Is that what that means? Or does that mean you have posted over 1,000 photos yourself? So, that it? Okay. Um, okay. So you've saved over 1,000 photos posted by other people to your collection, and then you'll look at those for motivation. Anybody else have any suggestions? We can always come back to it and just go where the spirit leads us in terms of conversation, because that's what we do every week anyway. Oh, hey, Angela. That sounds like a good idea, Julie. Sometimes taking a break is is a good idea. Roseanne is talking about browsing through old books and magazines. Yeah, good place for ideas. Um, Sometimes I get really excited about a new idea, a new design, and then I get really bored when I'm trying to um, execute it, make a design sample. Um, Sometimes I don't even finish the design sample. Oh, Divergent sometimes does other crafts. Actually, I don't have any other crafts. Um, oh, hey, Lori. Oh, yeah, that's a good motivator, Dunine, because you sell a lot. So that's a good motivator for you. And actually, you know, I once heard a pretty good description or definition of what a professional is somebody who does what he needs to do even when he doesn't want to do it. So that makes a lot of sense. So now, Danine, at one point you were making like tons and tons and tons of pocket shawls for a particular shop in town. Are you still doing that, or are you doing other items for them? So Nightbot just showed you my Linktree page where you have every single link that I have, which includes 3 different blogs, my Facebook page. I should add my Facebook group as well. They're both called Bearded Yarn Dudes. If you want to search for them on Facebook. Um, oh, Divergent has Christmas um, as a motivating factor. Yeah. Um, I don't have that many Christmas gift recipients. Not as connected to the extended family as I once was in the nuclear family. Now it's just me and my sister. Oh, I see, Maureen. Um, so, yeah, if you have a full-time job that takes all of your time and all of your concentration, then I can see how your crochet time would really be very important to you. I'm trying to turn this into a full-time job. So, I mean, that's the whole thing about being a professional and um, doing what needs to be done even when you don't feel like doing it. So, actually, I have some resources available to me about, um, you know, making crochet a business, but they're like resources that I've paid for, but I just haven't um, availed myself of them. That's a good idea, Divergent, donating Christmas or donating stuff at Christmas to a local shelter. I do sometimes donate to thrift shops. There is a thrift shop in town that is connected to Pet Rescue. So I've donated stuff there before. Um, and actually, I wind up with a lot of finished objects, and I have been using them as giveaways on my lives, and then I'm faced with postage. So, but actually, it has been a useful way to get rid of some of my stuff. When I go to this men's fiber retreat at the end of the month, somebody was asking me on Facebook. It starts on the 23rd, So I'm going to make a 2-day trip, 2-day drive up there. So I'll be leaving on the 22nd. Um, so I probably will not have a Wednesday free-for-all on the 22nd. I will have a Topic Tuesday on the 21st. But I will not have a Wednesday free-for-all on the 22nd. Unless I go on spontaneously later than the 6 o'clock when I normally do it. But I think I'll have to just find out when I get up to my halfway point. Um, I'll have to make that decision then. And then what else? Any more ideas about regaining your Crojo? Hey, how are we doing on thumbs? I see we have 15 people in the room. Oh, thank you, Julie. That's very kind of you to say. I do plan to record some things. I always, or almost always, upload my, well, no, I do always upload and schedule my Monday Min and my Sunday readings ahead of time. So that will be taken care of. And I will probably have something uploaded or and scheduled on that Friday. So I might find other things to upload and schedule for some of the days when Oh, hey, Dana. So I might record some things. Hey, Sheila. Um, oh, thank you for the thumbs up, Sheila. So I was just saying, I might, for when I'm away, I might record something and upload it just to have something on that day. Because I do like to post consistently. And right now I'm doing 5 days a week. I started doing 7 days a week in April and got, I think there was some sort of an acronym about that, and I can't remember what it was. Um, um, and, I enjoyed doing it then, but then I got a little burnt out with that. Lori plays with her yarn when she needs to renew her Crojo. Wow. Yeah. Actually, I've started working on something that I might upload for that Friday. I need to finish it and finish editing it, and then I think you'll like it. Um, and then I want to do some recording while I'm at the retreat. The Saturday of that weekend, we will be going to a sheep and wool festival, the Adirondack Sheep and Wool Festival. So I hope to make some sort of a vlog about that. That's a good idea, Julie. Just changing up where you do your actual crocheting or other crafting. And sometimes I do that. Sometimes, see, I don't like to go out into the living room because I just don't like the TV, especially my sister's taste in television entertainment. Um, but sometimes I will go out there just to, sit in a different chair. Um, um, yeah, Julie, I think it would be very interesting. Um, and then, yeah, I'll figure out something. I might get someone to substitute for me on that next Tuesday, that next Topic Tuesday, because I plan to take my time on the way back, visiting friends along the way. So even though it ends on that Sunday, um, I don't know. I might not get home till Wednesday or Thursday, maybe Friday. Who knows? Ah, yeah, Divergent. Having to wait. I've done that. I've done that. Actually, I did that recently. What was I working on then? I might have just started a blanket doing that. But actually, there's a Facebook group for this particular retreat. And someone was asking, another newcomer to the retreat, was asking how many projects do you usually take, what sort, and that sort of thing. There's also going to be a, I guess you might call it a sale table, where you could take finished objects and sell them and donate part or all of the proceeds to the scholarship fund. Um, which I think is a good idea. I have some finished objects I could take, um, that I think would go over well, and I could certainly come up with more between now and then. Um, so once again, Nightbot is telling us about the discount code at my Ravelry shop. I've extended it. It goes until Sunday midnight. Actually, you know what I haven't done is put up the link if anybody wants to come up with me. Um, so, and you see that Nightbot is occasionally dropping links for other people, starting at the second level of membership for both Patreon and YouTube. That is a benefit that you could have if you are at that second level of membership. And also, I do have Super Chat, Cash App, and PayPal. And, you know, Daddy's got a lot of postage this week and a road trip coming up. Not asking for money, but I'm not going to turn it down. People have actually been very, very generous to me, both with some of their contributions and gifts. Um, I almost never buy yarn because people keep sending me yarn, and I don't object to that. Most of the time, it's yarn I want to use. So there we go. I've gotten some very nice yarn from Julie. I got some nice yarn from Doris at Rose Cottage Crochet, Rose Crochet Studio, Rose Cottage Studio. Can't remember. Granny Square is always giving me yarn. She's my local yarn buddy. So, not asking for yarn either, because I've got enough to start a store of my own. But yeah, people have been lovely to me. I am very grateful. So, exactly, Divergent. That's why I say I don't ask directly. I just let you know the opportunity is there. Which actually is asking directly. I feel bad about it, but you know, I don't care. Hey, Jackie, good to see you. Um, Especially, you know, as I say, Daddy's got a lot of postage this week and got a road trip coming up. So we'll just see what we can do about that. Now, I say I don't buy yarn. I did fall victim to the Lion Brand mystery box sale. So one of my errands this afternoon is to go to my P.O. box and see if it has arrived. But I think, having seen and heard about what other people who ordered the weight of yarn that I ordered have received, it all sounds very consistent. So I can pretty much predict what's in it, and all of it is yarn that I would like to use. So they actually, if I Divergent, if I understand correctly, they will have a yarn orphan box where you could like put yarn in there, and other people can take it. I actually have some yarn that I might take as well. Yarn that I might not get around to using very soon, um, including some of that leftover green yarn. um, and I don't know. I'll have to think about what to take for that. So basically, yeah, it's like put in stuff that you can't or don't want to use, and then people can pick it up if they want to. Um, and then there the sale tables. I'll have a few finished objects, and I guess that's that. I mean, it's a whole weekend of networking, so it will be a whole. I expect to come back with a lot of ideas for content and for design. And I'm sure that there will be a lot of opportunity to buy yarn at that Sheep and Wool Festival. And I really have to resist because it's always expensive hand dyed, hand spun stuff there. It's so pretty, but I'm afraid to use. But actually, I'm getting, I have a couple of other things that I want to finish, but I'm getting some ideas of. Uh, that's a good idea, Divergent, doing like a nightly rundown. I could do that is a good idea. Hmm. I'll see how I can make that work. Maybe not every night, but yeah, it should be fun. It should be fun. Now, I've been to this retreat center before, and in my experience, it's nice. It's not luxurious, but it's nice, and it's the food is decent. They have a nice piano there. I'll tell you that. Um, oh, did you? Ooh, yep. We'll wait for you, Ruth Ann. Doggies have a way of doing that. I actually, speaking of Dollar Tree yarn, I ordered some online, and that's what I'm making this sweater with, because this is like a rust tweed, and this is a gray tweed, and it's just the standard Just Yarn, Premier Just Yarn stuff that comes in like. See, this particular one is 120 yards per skein. And it's perfectly fine to work with. It's not, I mean, there are some yarns that I would say give acrylic a bad name. That's not one of them. It's perfectly fine to work with. Hey, Yarn at Play. Yeah, yeah. Actually, I want to finish that cardigan and wear it at the retreat. I don't know how much comes in the Premier Basics skein. The Dollar Tree yarn, let's say, either 120 or 131 yards for $1. So it's like less than a penny a yard. So how many yards come in at like a Premier Basics skein, and what's the cost? I also have some of the Lion Brand Mandala tweed, which I really love. And I've made things out of it and shown it on fact, one of my giveaways yesterday was made from the Lion Brand Mandala tweed. Hey, Granny D.
Hey, David, I'm chilly. Got the AC on.
Oh, there you go.
Not usually chilly, but I am today.
Oh, well,
How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Pretty good.
All
I was
right,
wiped out
all right.
last night, but I had the energy to get up in the middle of the night and try to
I
work
was
on this sleeve.
I was gonna try. I was in the chat for hours yesterday as I was sitting here working on stuff. But I was gonna planning on coming up with you, but I kind of forgot after my live. I was gonna come up.
Well, it was
But I
fine. It
forgot.
was
Then when
it
I
was
checked, you were done.
yeah, it was great having you um in the chat.
Just starting playing with this yarn. Like I don't have 5 million things started already, but I love this colors in this.
I do like those colors. That's like
Ready for fall. I love browns and well, this is gold, a goldish and purple. I think it's called grape raisin or something.
so
Let me
Divergent
see.
Crafter is saying that the Premier Basics is 339 for 359 yards. Again, it's less than a penny a yard. Um, so it looks like there's a very small difference um, in the price. Like,
Grape raisin would be a little redundant, wouldn't it?
eh, I like those colors. I'm
Yeah, and
not
it's
sure I would want to work with that texture though.
yeah, I would. I didn't think I would either, but it's all right.
Okay, yeah,
It's
those
soft enough. It's a boucle. Yeah,
those colors
which not
remind me.
everybody likes, but I just love. I don't know what it is about browns and golds and purples together, but I love it.
Those colors remind me of New Orleans.
Yeah, kinda.
I think those are the colors of the New Orleans Saints. I don't know. My ex was
New
into that
Orleans
team.
Saints is black and gold,
Oh, just like Pfeiffer.
but Mardi Gras, yeah, is what purple, yellow, green.
Well, then maybe it's LSU that's purple and gold. It
Yeah,
probably is.
LSU's purple. Yeah, yeah. That's it.
Oh, Jackie says it was over 100 degrees Fahrenheit in her part of California over the weekend.
Oh, that's terrible. It's been lovely here. How about where you are, David?
Not bad at all, although it's a
The
little
air's getting a little crisp. Well, I won't
stormy.
say crisp, but anyway, it's low, high 70s, low
Yeah.
80s.
We've had some cool mornings and evenings, but I believe it was yesterday before I went live, I took the dog out for a walk. I don't know, maybe around noon, and it was in the 70s. It was warm, but not oppressively so, and very
Yeah.
nice and sunny. Today it's cloudy. There's been thunder. There was some rain a little while ago,
We
but it
got
looks like it's cleared up.
sunshine, and it's nice and
In your soul
in
today?
the shade, and the humidity's not bad, and little breezes. Not bad at all.
Cool. Cool.
Yeah.
I was making a joke there.
It is cool. Cool, cool. Yes. Yes.
No, you said there was sunshine, and I said in your soul today.
Oh, I missed that.
Oh, Divergent has lovely foggy mornings.
I did a squealing squirrel mail a while ago. I got some happy mail from Gary from Urban Yarn.
Really? Oh, how lovely.
Well, it was a win. I won a Mama Swift giveaway, and it was
Uh-huh.
connected to Gary. She wanted us to go over and watch any video of Gary's and just say, Mama Swift sent me. She's been doing that over the last while. And
Mm-hmm.
so she sent me a beautiful, beautiful pink blanket. And then he sent me oh, several skeins of yarn. So you'll have to watch it if you get a chance.
He has very nice tastes in yarn.
Yes, he
Very
does.
posh tastes in yarn.
Yep.
So
And one of them he overdyed, so that
I
was
still want
nice.
to learn to dye. Um,
I've done it a little bit, and I enjoyed it.
and
It's just,
I've seen some videos on YouTube, and it doesn't look like it's difficult, and it looks like it can be fun. And it can be a mess. Um, but
especially if you I found I had done some dyeing before, but when there was a time when Knit Crate was having such a time with, when the pandemic hit and they were having trouble getting their shipments of
hmm
yarn in, stuff was stuck and it was just a mess. So one time we got their yarn and some Kool-Aid, and everybody, well, I won't say everybody, a lot of people were really grumbling and giving Knit Crate a time. And I have to say, I wasn't real tickled with it at first, but I loved it and had great success. If you have 100% wool, and that Kool-Aid strikes immediately, and there was absolutely zero exhaust,
and
uh,
I
no
one
bleeding.
thing, yeah, one thing I understand about Kool-Aid is that it has the acid in it, so you don't have to use the vinegar. Yeah.
Hmm.
Welcome back,
I
Roseanne.
did just because I had done it before, and just to make
hmm
doubly sure it wouldn't bleed or anything. But it was great, and so after that, I got lots of Kool-Aid to dye, and then I don't think I've done much more since then. But I've got a whole box of wool sitting there waiting on me.
I actually,
Just these doggone feet don't let me do much of anything. I tell you what, it's getting almost to the point where I have trouble walking, period.
hey Ruby, welcome in. Divergent, exactly. My mom used to mix her metaphors, and she used to say I had Cadillac tastes on a beer budget, which I do.
Me too.
So now, Granity, what did you say you were making with that yarn?
I'm just fooling around. I was doing a one row lace repeat that's real easy and it turns out real pretty, but I don't think with this yarn. I'm frogging it because it's not looking right.
Does it frog easily? That's always my
Mhm.
fear with textured yarns like that.
It actually is.
Okay. Yeah, because
It
that's
really is. Not a problem at all. And I had about 6 rows or so, I guess.
I have a UFO with some Lion Brand shawl and a ball that I don't want to move forward, and I can't frog it easily. Maybe I'll try to frog it again and then try to do something with it.
Krista from Secret Yarnery gave us a tip about frogging yarns that sometimes may give you a problem. And she was talking about kind of pulling at it from a different angle. If you find you run into a snag, try
I've
to
done
pull
that.
up on it or at a different angle.
Yeah, I've done it at different angles, and it is helpful, but not
Yeah.
every time.
Yeah.
And sometimes I just have to get the scissors out.
Sometimes you do.
Yep, yep, yep. So
Which
anyway,
makes you sad because I hate to cut out. I hate to waste any yarn if I can help it.
oh, Yarn It's Play is having a 1,000 subscriber giveaway.
Who's that?
Yarn at Play.
Rachel. Okay.
Oh, Divergent suggests if it's wool, put it in the freezer before frogging. Would that work with acrylic as well? Interesting.
Yep.
So I have one more row left on this sleeve that I've completely reworked. Yep, one more row. And then we'll see how I did. Because I had issues with counting, and that's why the two sleeves that I did didn't match up. And
I
that's
think
why
I'm
I'm
gonna go
always...
up on my needle size too.
Very often I will use a needle that is... oh, thanks for that link, Julie. I will use a needle or a hook that is larger than the one that is recommended for the
Oh
yarn.
yeah.
Because
I
especially
do a
for
lot,
the...
especially with my favorite stitch.
Oh, well, you have to with the moss stitch, yeah. But for you know, since I do a lot of shawls and wraps, I like to have a more of a drapey feel. So
Yeah.
using a larger hook really helps. So I have one shawl in the works that is Tunisian. And you know, with Tunisian, you usually use a larger hook anyway.
I have not done Tunisian yet. I played with it just very briefly one time and it curled so badly. Did you see my brand new furls?
Nice.
Solar Flare or the orange yellow one? Went through Miss Ola Joe's link to get it.
I think Ola Joe is one of the people that my Nightbot tells you about. If you scroll up, you'll probably find a Nightbot link to
I
Ola Joe.
I have an affiliate link for furls, but I've never used it just because I say I like to give Ola Joe the business.
I have an affiliate link too, and I just haven't. And in fact, I've even been in email communication with them um, about them uh, using my patterns. Actually, what they do, they have a blog. I guess they call it a blog walk, where maybe every month they will feature one crafter's blog. So what I need to do is update my blog and then and then apply for that blog walk. So
Cool.
because that would be fun. I mean, any little bit of publicity.
All right.
So I'm still trying to reach 1,800 people. I'm
How far are you away?
slowly. Well, let me just check again. I'm 3 away from 1,800.
Oh my goodness.
Oops. Oh dear. Somehow doing it right takes a little more yarn than doing it wrong.
Well, if you don't make it by live tomorrow, and even if you do, I'll try to remember to shout you out because you can always use more than what you want to get because you want to get 2K by Christmas
But
or
my
early.
birthday in December, early December. Somebody was asking earlier in somebody else's live, what my birthday was. It's December 8th. So I don't need gifts. Although by coincidence, my Amazon wish list is in my About page. Funny that. Actually, someone who I think is in the room. No, she's not in the room right now. Somebody sent me some yarn from my Amazon gift list. That was not cheap yarn. I was blown away. So I was saying earlier that people have been remarkably generous to me,
Yeah, I
and I
heard
am
that.
very
They are.
grateful.
They are.
Sorry?
And that Julie is, she's been a blessing to a whole bunch of us. And
Exactly. And that was a funny
with
week.
and she gives nice goodies too. I mean, she sent me some bougie coffees, two packages, and not only that, they were whole bean, and I didn't have a grinder, which I must have said somewhere along the way. She sent me a grinder.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah, she's a sweetie pie. She is anyway, but
Hmm.
that don't hurt. And Doris from Rose Cottage Crochet, you were mentioning her. Boy, she's made the round, like Julie. Julie's blessed a whole bunch of us, and Doris has too.
I got confused that week, and I attributed Rose's package to Julie, and then Julie's
Oh,
package came, and Rose uh,
they
gently brought
understand.
to my notice that I had misattributed her box.
Hmm.
So I felt really bad about that.
Aw, we all boo boo.
Hmm, it was okay. It turned out
It
okay.
happens.
Oh well. Julie's asking what yarn did you get, and I'm not sure whom she's asking. But anyway, because I mean, I don't remember now what was in which package. I think Julie is the one who sent me the red sparkly stuff that I used in my Christmas shawls.
42, 44, 46, 48, 50.
Oh, the Amazon yarn. It was what is it? What's it called? Lion Brand Fisherman's Wool, something
Oh
like that.
yeah, that is that does get up there.
That's nice stuff. I didn't say no at all to that.
Excuse me. Nap time.
Close enough for jazz. Okay. Okay then. It came out. The stitch count came out close to right this time, which tells me I need to redo the other sleeve. So, but that's okay. No cross, no crown.
84. Let's see.
Let's see. This is going to be nice. So now I'll just have to frog the entire other sleeve and totally redo it, making sure that I'm not adding stitches. I always forget to remind people about the bell.
Hitting the all bell.
Yeah, yeah. And okay, bye bye, Roy and Becky. Glad to have you here. Um, yeah, and once again, Nightbot is reminding people of the discount that I originally had for yesterday only at my Ravelry store that has been extended until Sunday night. So, yes, Julie agrees it is nice yarn. Okay, Maureen wants to know where to find a list of lives and cows and mouths, and there is no such thing. There is no such list. You just have to surf around and find them. And, you know, if you did have a list, you would still have to surf around and find which ones you want to go to regularly. Just try them out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so yeah, and my own schedule, which I usually try to mention once or twice during every live. Tuesdays at 2 o'clock, which is on a topic, and we usually stay on the topic maybe for 10 or 15 minutes. Wednesdays at 6 o'clock, immediately following Granny D. Thursdays, I usually don't post anything. Fridays, I either do a live stream at 4 o'clock or something that's recorded. There's no rhyme or reason to when I do either. Saturdays, I usually don't post anything. Sundays, I have Sunday readings, which are recorded. And Mondays, I have Monday Men interviews, which are recorded.
I've got to see your latest one. I haven't.
He's fun.
That's the yarn dude.
Yeah, dude yarn.
Dude yarn.
Oh, were you there yesterday when I was telling this story? I think it was on Sunday. I went to my first ever live stream done by this guy whom I just discovered on YouTube, totally unrelated to yarn. And so I was there and I said hi, and he said hi back, and then he didn't have his glasses on and he was squinting, and he goes, bearded yam dudes.
Yeah.
I thought it was hysterical.
I can totally get that. The R and the N together sometimes do look like an M.
And I don't know what kind of device he was looking at. So, oh, hey, Lisa.
Hello, everybody.
So, anyway.
Well, I got to get up and move around. I can't sit too long before I have to get up and move my parts or I get rusty.
Oh, hey, Carrot Boo.
Hugs, Carrot Boo.
Oh, I'm sorry, Carrot Boo and Lisa, who also just came in. I'm about to close up shop because we've been going for an hour. Yeah, I mean, sometimes we go for an hour and a half, but usually about an hour. We used to end at 3 on the dot and go over to raid Brenda, the newbie crocheter, but she's no longer doing her Wednesdays at 3.
Or Tuesdays.
Tuesdays at 3, I mean. But so sometimes we do go for an hour and a half or longer, but today's not going to be one of those days because I have some things to do. Oh, Lisa lost at Yarn Chicken yesterday.
No.
So she had to
Well,
go
I'm
to
gonna go ahead
Joann's
and
to
jump
get
down,
more.
David, so you can end when you get ready.
Okay.
And
Actually,
love
I'm
you.
going to do it right now. Bye bye. I'll see you soon, I hope. I don't know when, but sometime soon.
Okay.
Huh.
Bye.
Bye. Excuse me. So anyway, I do want to thank everybody for coming. And as always, like, subscribe, comment, share, and hit the thumbs up, and keep coming back. And I will see you tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Bye bye now.